right now, so let's get into brows. So I had to shape up her brows, y'all, and naturally if you look at her, you can tell that one brow is way bigger in the front than the other one, and it's from looking at the camera or looking at the video, it's the right brow that is bigger than the brow on the left side. So I tried to match them up perfectly. There's nothing you can do, and sometimes you just don't want to cut off the client's hair, so you keep it just like that and do what you do when it comes to brows. For my client today, what I used on her brows is Crayon Case Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown and also Ebony. Her brow hairs are naturally, they look black, but I just kept it with the dark brown shades in those areas. For concealer, I used MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45, and I also went in with LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. I was about to say MAC, y'all. Now to buff everything in, I use my 142 concealer buffer brush from Zoeva, y'all. And this right here is the P. Louise base in the shade number 5. I cannot wait till they come out with darker shades. I keep saying that, but I can't wait. So just buff it out until there's no streaks. I kept telling her to close her eyes. She was having a hard time closing her eyes and opening them. You know how some clients get excited to see the look that they cannot keep their eyes closed. But yeah, I kept telling her to keep her eyes closed because why? The reason why is I don't want any creases in your base before I put the shadow on. I stress that highly enough. Tell your clients to keep their eyes closed. Do not open them. Please keep them closed. Go to sleep or something. I don't know, but you have to do that. So this base is flawless, y'all. And if you have creases, make sure you go back in and blend it out before you apply the shadow. See? I see it now. So what I want to do is go on with my James Charles palette, and I want to grab these two. I don't know, I love these two for transitions. It's gonna hit pan, watch. And I took my 167 brush from Morphe and I packed it on the outer V area, just like the last client tutorial, but just pack it all the way until you get to almost the inner T-duct area. Then I took my 221 from MAC and I blended it out with the second shade next to the first shade that I laid down. And when you buff, you want to go into circular motions to blend everything out and then kind of pat it on to blend, like make it real pigmented. You don't want it to be really sheer when you pack it on. Make sure you pack it on before you blend it out. Well, go into circles because you don't want anything to be really blended where you cannot see it. Also, another thing, highly stressed, you see when you went high with the first shade, you want to make sure you keep that second shade low. I cannot stress that enough, because if you go higher, you're going to lose your color. It's not going to be there. You're going to be like, I cannot put the third color down. So make sure you stay low and on top of that first color. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe brush. I don't know what brush this is. Look, I'm down here with my brushes, y'all. So thank goodness. Okay, this is the Morphe 504. Yes, the Morphe 504. And I'm just taking the shade Flame Point from Suva. No, not Suva. From Sugar Peel. Don't get it wrong, girl. Sugar Peel. And I just blended that on the brow bone area. I don't put shimmers on the brow bone anymore. I don't know, because it just takes away from the lid, especially if I want to put shimmer on the lid. So now I'm taking my C469 to cut the crease, and I'm cutting it pretty high because if you look up, she has hooded eyes a little bit, but I really wanted this cut to stand out, y'all. So you see I'm tapping that cut. I cannot stress that enough. Tap your cut before you fill it in. And what I was explaining in the last video, I tried to not do it. I tried to not do it this way. So I tried to basically curve down with this cut instead of go like cut and then go up with the cut. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but I'm trying my best not to go like up too high and then like go out like as I'm doing a long cut crease. So make sure you really pay attention to your cut. Make sure you look at both eyes at the same time to make sure you get everything even. I tried to, because you know one eye is always smaller than the other, so make that the one that's always bigger than the other one, make sure you make that one smaller so then it can equal up to the other one. Now what I'm going in with was I think it's a beat backcourt brush. Let's see. Yes, it's a beat backcourt brush, I don't know the number, but I just blended the edges out so that everything could be blended on the edge of the outer V. And also I tapped on the cut crease area so that it won't be as wet. Now I'm going into my Warriors palette, which is by Juvia's Place, and I'm taking a flat brush. I think this is the 167, or if it's not, it's the C4, yeah, that's the C469, y'all. And I'm taking More Me to place in the inner part of her cut, and then I took Bakwa and I placed that in the middle, and then the last shade I'm going to take is Ida, and I'm going to put that on the outer part. You probably won't see that so much, but I did. And then I also went back in with the second shade that's in her transition to smoke out the edges of that cut crease with I think the same brush, the 221 from MAC. So yes, write all these brushes down. I am not going to put them in the description bar below because I want you all to listen to what I'm saying. Now this beautiful pigment that I am putting on the lid, I don't know if it's pigment or glitter, but it is so beautiful. I'm going to use this again, y'all, because I have to make a post. This is Unique Cosmetics. I don't want to say it wrong. And it's in the shade Lust. And I also use another glitter from her set, and it's called Bad Gal. Oh my god, these are so pretty. I love these so much, and her lips are really good too. So you're definitely going to see a tutorial probably tomorrow of me doing it before I go to Miami. And what I'm doing is I'm taking my wing liner, well I just call it wing liner, but my liner in the shade Noir, which is black, and then I just basically made that wing. I was having a hard time with my wing, y'all. Oh my god, I don't know why, but I was really having a hard time. So now I'm applying my lashes for my lash line. And these are so pretty. These are so pretty. The only thing I did was I should have cut them. I should have cut the lashes so they won't be so downward at the ends. But I mean, she can cut those when she gets home if she wants to. I know. I don't like cutting lashes. I want everybody to have the full look of their lashes so it can look pretty. But I will leave the face stuff in the description bar below. I don't want to really say too much on the face. It's the same thing that I use on my skin. Nars, LA Girl, Tarte, all that good stuff. Dark Deep, Dark, all that. As for the waterline, I took Milk from NYX and put that in her waterline. Then I took Sue Beauty's Toast and actually smudged that in, well not in, on her lower lash line. And I also smoked it out with Velocity from Sugar Peel, which made it so pretty. And then I also took Tropic from Sue Beauty and popped that right in the inner tear duct. It brought this look together, y'all. When I say it did, it did. It looked so pretty. And now for lips, what I did was take NYX Cosmetics Cocoa Liquid Lipstick and also, let's just say, Ipo Liquid Lipstick, and also I went on top of that with a Dazzle Glass Dress to Dazzle. That is it. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.